It's Andrea Darla. Scott Childers in for Steve Cochran today.
Hello.
I am so excited. Maxwell Street Market, where I used to go all the time and buy my sunglasses when I lived in South Loop, is coming back.
All that great food and you're buying sunglasses.
All that great food, all those great supplies. Neal Heitz works for DCASE. He's the director of event production. And say it is so, Neal. Maxwell Street Market's coming back.
Good morning, Andrea and Scott. And yes, you are right. Maxwell Street Market is returning to its original home at Maxwell and Halsted this Sunday.
Oh, wonderful.
That's awesome. That was a tradition for so many years. And then it kind of abruptly closed, right?
Well, so the Maxwell Street Market, since 1912, was at Halsted and Maxwell. Mm-hmm. In about 1994, it left the area, and the city, we moved the Maxwell Street Market over to Canal Street. In 2008, we moved it over to Des Plaines, and now we're bringing it back to its home at Maxwell and Halsted, where it all started 112 years ago. Talk about an iconic Chicago tradition, 112-year-old market, and we're finally bringing it back. It's like Welcome Back, Kotter.
I'm so glad.
And I think about it as well, and when you think of the Maxwell Street Market, Neal, the one thing that I always think about is the Blues Brothers. And when Jake and Elle would walk through there, you have to remember, for those outside of Chicago, they had no idea what it was, and that was a chance for them to see exactly what it was and then come and experience it themselves.
What an awesome Chicago tradition, right? And the fact that we are still producing this market and we are still really working hard to recruit interesting and unique vendors to be a part of it. The whole experience just being back on Maxwell Street is really awesome. There's so much great public art there that's there now to denote the market itself. A lot of really great imagery over there. And the space is beautiful. If you haven't been to Halsted and Maxwell Street, I mean, it's a beautiful cobblestone street with so many interesting businesses and that are already there as it is. So it really makes for a great spot for this year's market.
It really does. In addition to the food and the products and everything that you can buy there. And Neal, you can back this up too. This became, especially in the 40s, a place where a lot of musicians who had come to Chicago started coming and playing blues.
Yeah, absolutely. So the Maxwell Street Market became synonymous with blues music, right? So this Sunday, we are nodding to that by booking a whole day of blues musicians to be down at the Maxwell Street Market. So even if you're just interested in the music, we'll have a really great lineup. It's posted on our website for you to check out and come down, experience blues music, see all these really great vendors, and what better to then see and be part of the exact location where this market began over 112 years ago.
So let's talk about the history of Maxwell Street Market. It was probably the 19th century when you're thinking the 1800s, so many immigrants coming in from Europe, and this was a place to recreate something that they were used to in Europe and even the Maxwell Street Polish.
Yeah.
I mean, this is entrepreneurship at the grassroots level, right? Mm-hmm. And so that is part of our recruitment strategy. I mean, if you have something to sell, if you have something that you think people want to collect or find or buy, we encourage you to apply to be part of the Maxwell Street Market. The Maxwell Street Market is a great place for collectors to sell their items. And, the applications are open at maxwellstreetmarket.us for vendors. This Sunday's Maxwell Street vendor application is closed because we received an overwhelming number of vendor applications for this Sunday, but we are open for next month and for the rest of the summer. So it's a monthly market, typically on the last Sunday of each month. All the dates, of course, are on the website, but vendors should go online and apply. There's no fee to participate, and what a great space to come on down and sell some of these really unique items that, people have collected over the years.
Talking with Neal Heitz about the Maxwell Street Market. Neal, Andrea has said that that's where she got her sunglasses when she was younger.
Yeah.
But tell us about some of the more unique items that you've seen at the market that maybe people wouldn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So, there are unique finds all the time, from copper jewelry to handmade crystal to crochet tote bags. And then there's, some stuff that you don't even know that you need, beauty products and housewares.
Yep.
I mean, it really runs the gamut of all the items that a true open air market would have, from clothing to produce, flowers. I mean, there'll be something new. The awesome part about Maxwell Street Market is that every Sunday you come, there'll be something new. It's not like you'll walk in and say, "Oh, no, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that before. This is something I didn't see the last time I was there." It's not consistent, and that's the interesting part about it. It can be anything, everywhere, all the time.
Neal, just for logistics purposes, for people that maybe haven't been and want to check it out, is Halsted going to remain open? And then is it the space between Halsted and then what used to be Union? Or is it the space between Halsted and the ball fields at, was it UC there? Or is it both sides, or what?
Yeah, Scott, let me go through that, right? So, it is in the UIC area, right? So it is in the UIC area. So Halsted will remain open.
Okay.
The market will take place on Maxwell Street, east of Halsted.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And then the majority of the vendors will be located on Union Street. So Union is just to the east of Halsted on Maxwell, and the cross streets are Roquefort and Liberty. So on Union between Roquefort and Liberty.
Okay, so folks
but Halsted will remain open.
Okay, and so you can take, what is the number 8 bus and the 18 and the 62?
The Halsted Street bus is open. There is parking on Halsted. And then the great thing is the Maxwell Street Market has access to the parking garage. So UIC has a Maxwell Street parking garage that has well over 600 spots in it. And you could enter that parking garage at Liberty and Halsted.
Cool.
Such a cool area.
It's right. Everybody.
It's by Bar Louie and Hash Browns, and I'm glad you mentioned art too, Neal, because I like the sculptures that are there now too, kind of commemorating the original Maxwell Street and the original musicians. That's so cool what you guys have done with the street.
Well, thank you so much. And yeah, you're 100% correct. There's already really awesome food that's there. I mean, Jim's Original Hot Dog and Express Grill. I mean, they were part of Maxwell Street back in the day, and they're still there. So we get to incorporate Hash Browns and Lalo's and Bar Louie already into the experience of coming down to the market, right? So you've got a whole day. I mean, not to mention, there are some really lovely businesses on Halsted Street, with, all right around it, right? For example, the Woman Made Gallery is open. I mean, there's a lot of art galleries in that space and in and around that space as it is. So the market is just sort of adding on top of what's already great about that space. And I just encourage everyone to come down, check it out, pray for good weather, and, enjoy the day. It's a free admission event.
Neal, you got to get the Polish, too, before you go.
And get the Polish.
You got to get a Polish.
With your grilled onions.
There you go.
And the great thing is, the lively art of haggling continues on at the market.
The spirit of entrepreneurship
there
is
you go.
there at Maxwell Street Market, 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Sunday, May 26th.
All right, we'll see you out there, Neal. Thank you so much.
Thanks for your joining, Scott. Have a great day.